Hey everybody, welcome back to another season of VCCE. My name is Ryan Adams and I sit on the leadership team with our Volleyball Canada Center of Excellence program. I've had the privilege of being involved with VCCE since the very beginning, and I thought I'd share with you 5 things that I wish I knew or had done back then that I do now. The number one thing I wish I had done when we first started coaching VCCE was to play music. Oh, it's so much better now. The first thing I do now when I walk into the gym is put the music on. Not only does it help me and the other coaches kind of get ready for the day, get a little bit woken up and excited, but when those tired athletes come in, also just set the tone of energy and hey, it's time to get going. So really encourage you to grab a Bluetooth speaker like this. If you're one of those people that are really have a hard time waking up, maybe you need a bigger guy like this. But regardless of what it is, find some music, put it on, get waking up, get the kids going, and it'll make a big difference. You can have the athletes, choose and pick the playlist. We did this in the summertime with the youth national team. It was a great way for us as coaches to get to know the individual athletes, their personalities, the music they would choose, and just accelerate that sort of learning process. The neat thing also is that there's a lot of research correlating sort of choice and learning, so giving athletes choice or some autonomy in what they do or don't do in a practice will have a direct result or effect in their learning. And so, letting the athletes, whether it's choose a warm-up drill, and in this case, choosing the music they're going to listen to, can actually impact the learning they're going to have in that session, that practice, which is really what we're going for anyway. So, really encourage you to get some music going and have some fun. Okay, so number 2 on my list of things I wish I had done right from the beginning. Phones. I'm not a big fan of kids and athletes having phones, using phones, but they have them. Of course, we have our trusty iPads, which are great, but when we have a cohort of 8, 10, 12 kids, it's hard to use one iPad for that many kids and get some quality filming in. Pretty much we have a filming device for every kid now, more than we could use, and so I would really encourage you to do that too. All right, number 3. So if you're going to have kids using their phones, using the iPads, you need to have the same app between all these devices. And so I wish this is something we had done earlier. I wish we had gotten an app that we could use and track and keep video over the long period. We used to take all our video from our iPads and upload to YouTube. Each individual athlete had a playlist and we'd upload it there. And it worked decently, but it took a lot of work. And so now we use Huddle technique, and it's awesome. We can upload video, tag who the athlete is, tag the skill they're using. It's there for them to have. They can check it out on their device. Their parents can check it out when they're at home. And so that's something we use, and I really encourage you to check it out. All right, number 4. I wish I had used the tool called Evernote to plan practices. The reason, pretty simple. 1, keeps my notes be used from season to season, lets me share it with other coaches. It's easy to find and search and look back on old practice plans. I wish I had done this right from the beginning, and now I would have a long catalog of over 6 years of practice plans, but I didn't. If you're a paper and pencil kind of person, cool, you can do that, write it down. Evernote has an app called Scannable. You can scan that, it'll upload it right into Evernote, so now you have all your practice plans digitized, which I think is really important. Okay, so number 5, last but not least, I wish I had been using a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker earlier. I'm not a whiteboard freak. I worked with Ryan Hofer for 3 years. That guy would write an hour each day on the whiteboard, practice plans laid out. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about taking my practice plan and just putting sort of what the drill is and the time that I want to try to achieve that drill or do that drill. It helps me stay on task, on target, on time. And I find it's better than looking down on my phone or my iPad where my Evernote app would be. I just find it's a little bit unprofessional. So I really like it. It takes me like 2 minutes to write it down. And then also the kids can see it, which I think is kind of cool, and the parents see also what you've been doing. So I really encourage you, grab a whiteboard marker, write it down, and I think it'll work great. All right, those are my 5 tips. I hope you enjoyed them. Hope they're helpful. Definitely try them if you're not doing them already. I think it'll make a difference for you, and happy coaching.